Hello and welcome to the Balancing Act Chicago edition. I'm Montel Waters. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and people who are making a difference. So let's see who's making a difference right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of the Balancing Act, counseling and mental health services, a highly rated STEM school, an active senior living community, holistic coaching tips and solutions, plus lots more. Today on The Balancing Act.
Up first, a story not to be missed.
Life can be difficult, and for those dealing with anxiety, depression, family conflict, or grief, it can be even more overwhelming. Let's take a look at how, with the right tools and support, life can also be hopeful, exciting, and rewarding.
At Midwest Center for Hope and Healing, we find it really important to meet the client where they're at so that we can help them kind of find new approaches and new ways to manage whatever it is that they're dealing with. After the pandemic, we saw once people were returning back to work that it was creating a lot of anxiety for them. We've seen it with children dealing with reintegrating into social situations. Mental health is a growing area for our communities, and we're happy to be able to provide those resources.
Jennifer Knox, founder and clinical director of Midwest Center for Hope and Healing, understands the importance of connecting with one's therapist. The staff of licensed and caring therapists offer a variety of counseling services for individuals of all ages, couples, and families.
Here at Midwest Center for Hope and Healing, we do individual counseling, couples, and family, and we work with a range of people age-wise. Therapies that we utilize would be CBT, EMDR, neurofeedback, and biofeedback. Being a holistic practice, we're really looking at the person as a whole and kind of where they're at and what they're needing.
Innovative ideas are revolutionizing therapy. When combined with therapy, lens neurofeedback treatment can lead to significantly better outcomes.
Lens neurofeedback is an approach where you're recording brain waves and you're mirroring them back at a very low frequency. And we're able to really help people who are struggling with anxiety symptoms, depression, anger outbursts, and it's helping regulate their emotions, their responses to things. Lens neurofeedback is so safe, we even use it on children. Our average counseling session lasts about 50 to 60 minutes. A lot of times our clients see results after the very first session.
Hope and healing. It's not just in the name. It's the message that MCHH offers you when helping you to work towards personal wellness.
The name Hope and Healing was really important for me to include in our name because I really wanted to convey empathy and hope in their healing journey. When you're at home struggling, feeling very alone and isolated, I hope that you realize that there are places available to help you through this process, and we are happy to be that place.
To learn more about Midwest Center for Hope and Healing, visit MCHHcounseling.com or see the segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Education is always evolving. Let's see some of the innovations that are helping our kids learn better.
Education has changed drastically over the years. Now, more than ever, there are unique opportunities that weren't available before. Illinois Mathematics and Science Academy is one such school, providing students with an exciting and innovative curriculum using hands-on learning and real-world challenges.
IMSA is a statewide public residential academy. The mission of IMSA is to ignite and nurture creative, ethical, and scientific minds to advance the human condition.
Illinois Mathematics and Science Academy strives to develop and inspire creative, ethical humans and leaders in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Illinois is interested in creating an ecosystem of innovation that will propel students to ultimately give back to the state and do remarkable work through their inventions and through their research. Our residential academy is for grades 10 through 12. However, we have a lot of outreach programming that's available as early as kindergarten. IMSA fosters a culture of innovation by creating access to opportunity. Our students should be working with professional mentors and entrepreneurs directly so that they can also be part of the innovation process. We customize our curriculum in different ways. We recognize students are from all over the state of Illinois, and so we have to meet them where they're at. It's important for students to have diverse perspectives because ultimately they're going into a society that will confront challenges that respond to the needs of very different people.
AI-driven tools and programs are increasingly being integrated into schools, transforming various aspects of education.
AI is quite prevalent and has become very much essential to our society. I believe that AI literacy, just like computer science literacy, should be accessible for all of our students and educators throughout our state. One of our most recent student projects focused on integrating AI to track the growth and development cycles of weeds in soybean plants. Her research will be used to develop herbicides and increase crop yields throughout the state of Illinois.
If you are passionate about IMSA, and if you truly want to learn from the best of the best, that is an amazing reason to come here. The community that you make here will last a lifetime. My future plans are with studying artificial intelligence, especially with the use case of making sure it is used responsibly, and with quantum computing, ensuring that our data is protected in the post-quantum world.
Living on campus allows students to merge their academics with their personal and social activities. It's a win-win.
One of the remarkable aspects of the IMSA experience is that students are living here and growing up here. We help our students develop a sense of belonging on campus by virtue of creating opportunities for them to get to know one another through our programming. These are all experiences that elevate our sense of community and also spirit for our identity. Living away from home can be quite a challenge when students first come here, and so we provide students a wide variety of supports so they can be successful here. To complement the rigorous academic program at IMSA, we provide opportunities for athletics, spirit events, clubs, and activities that embrace having fun while they're on campus.
It's this commitment to investing in students' futures that makes Illinois Mathematics and Science Academy truly exceptional.
Inquiry Day occurs once a week where our students can work directly with their professional mentor to pursue questions that have unknown answers. We've partnered with Western Illinois, Southern Illinois, Discovery Partners Institute in Chicago, all to create new access points to support student research. Our alumni have pursued innovation in medicine. They're also innovators in tech.
If there was one word I could describe these classes at IMSA, it would be interdisciplinary, because there's just so many different ways that these classes relate to each other. Living here, it's really like a home away from home. My research in AI is very dear to me because I have a family member that was diagnosed with skin cancer a few years ago. I want my work in computer science or anything that I do to have an impact on the lives of people.
One of the beautiful aspects about IMSA is coming here, you belong to the same community, no matter who you are, and we're set out to put your life on a new trajectory so that you can have an impact in the world around you and in the state of Illinois.
To learn more about Illinois Mathematics and Science Academy, visit the website at imsa.edu or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Providing the quality care our senior citizens deserve is no small feat, but our next story reveals how to do it right.
Come discover why we're celebrating senior living at its best every day at Presbyterian Homes. They're dedicated to creating vibrant communities where older adults can lead active and engaged lives.
Presbyterian Homes is a faith-based organization. We create vibrant communities for older adults and their families to inspire wellness, safety, security, and joy for those we serve. We started on the south side of Chicago and now serve older adults in 3 communities, one in Evanston, one in Arlington Heights, and one in Lake Forest Place. Presbyterian Homes has been entrusted with the care of older adults for over 100 years in the Chicagoland area. What sets Presbyterian Homes apart is its people. We hire the best people in the industry and those who have a passion for serving others.
You won't just find a place to live, you'll find a lifestyle where you can pursue what makes you happiest and thrive.
A typical day might start with a fitness or aquatics class. We have lectures on history or art. We have courses that are taught by professors from our neighboring Lake Forest College. Bible study and Vespers services weekly. These are led by our full-time chaplain. We also have cooking classes. The cooking classes are taught by our executive chef or a pastry chef and our dietitian. Our dining services offers both casual and fine dining venues and menus. Other parts of the lifestyle at Lake Forest Place definitely includes the parties. We love a good party. Entertainment at Lake Forest Place can be a glass of wine while a piano virtuoso performs all 24 of Chopin's preludes, to a dance band that's playing your requests as you spin around the dance floor with your favorite cocktail waiting for you back at your table. At Lake Forest Place, you walk out of your cottage or you walk out of your apartment, and the first person you see is your peer, someone who also chose to be part of this community, whom you have a lot of things in common with and learn from. You're really never more than a few steps away from a friend and opportunities to thrive.
With so many senior living options available, it's vitally important that you choose the one that works best for you and your family.
A life plan contract guarantees care and services for older adults who move into Presbyterian Homes communities for the rest of their lives. And as the need cares progress, healthcare options are available, and that is the peace and security that residents and families are looking for. The Geneva Foundation is our margin of excellence. Because of the foundation, any resident who outlived their assets will never be asked to leave our communities.
Are you ready to write your next chapter?
I came here because I'm alone or single, and I wanted to be safe. And I also like the relaxed and understated environment that Lake Forest Place presents. My children are glad that I'm here. And I kind of think of it as my gift to them. I'm a nurse, and I also realize that as you progress in age, that you do better in a familiar environment. So I could progress into the levels of care that was appropriate for me and still be in the same environment. I play bridge, and I love what goes on in the Vail Room. Lectures by Lake Forest College, kind of an enrichment program, and I like that. I really wanted something that had this component in addition to the relaxed atmosphere.
It has been 12 years since my husband and I moved into a cottage over on Chalmers Court, which we absolutely loved. And we were very happy there, and then slowly John developed cognitive impairment. And so then in April, I moved into an apartment. So I am here, and I go back and forth to Memory Center, which is perfect. And my neighbors here are wonderful. Dinner has been fun with a lot of new friends and old friends. We've had wonderful experiences here. The staff, the programs, the rec center, the people. The residents are so friendly, and you can do just as much as you want to do or as little.
One of our core values is people. We believe that every individual in our communities should be served and treated with dignity and respect. Families and loved ones entrust us with their care, and we're proud to be the premier provider in the area.
If you're considering a senior living community for you or a loved one, visit their website, presbyterianhomes.org, or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Look, a staggering 79% of women report experiencing burnout. The effects can be silent, they can be devastating. Some people isolate themselves, other people self-medicate, and others simply just fall apart. But today we're here with Dr. Stephanie Grunewald, the founder of Ancorio, to learn how to counter these effects and beat burnout so we can live the best life we can. Thank you so much, Doc, for being with us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, where did Ancorio come from, and what was the impetus?
Well, in many ways, I actually was my own first client.
Oh.
Yeah, so to the outside world, I looked successful with my group counseling practice, but the reality is I was completely burnt out. What this meant for me is I was neglecting my health, my relationships, and really my life overall. And even after I realized the toll, I kept doing it. And for me, my wake-up call really came when my mom passed away. And that's when I realized I had to do something differently. So that was truly my inspiration for Ancorio, and it inspired me to work a little bit differently than I do in my counseling practice.
I know it's a silly question, but what is burnout for women?
Well, it can mean so many different things for so many people, but often, as you said in the intro, it's really about some people isolate, and a lot of the times we misunderstand it with anxiety or depression, but it's really when you're in a chronic state of stress and you can't function on a day-to-day basis.
So how do people understand that they have to make more time for themselves in their own day?
Well, what I often find is helpful is when I tell people, treat yourself the way you treat everyone else. We always encourage our friends, our families, our spouses, our kids, you fill in the blank, to take care of themselves, and it's about treating ourselves that way.
Well, you know, there are only 24 hours in a day. That's what a lot of people will say, and I don't have time for myself or even for my self-improvement. What do you say to that?
The number one reason people give me for neglecting themselves is saying they don't have enough time. But the reality is you can get more hours in the day by being more efficient. Efficiency really helps you by reducing stress, and you'll actually be more productive. The key is to prioritize time for yourself. The same way you block out time to take the kids to school or an appointment, you need to block that time out for yourself. Start with just 5 minutes a day. You can drink your coffee, meditate, or just stare out the window if you're not sure what to do. But the key is just making sure you prioritize time.
Yeah, I think most people who claim that they don't have any time to do something like that are really just making excuses, because they do have the time. Now, you offer executive training, mastermind groups, and reset retreats. What is that all about?
Yeah, so I encourage well-being at work by offering trainings where we build resilience by exploring where people get stuck and how to get out of it. The reality is we all know that we're supposed to eat well, get enough rest, and move, but we still struggle to do it. So that's where my groups and retreats really are protected time to prioritize yourself and your well-being. Because what I really want for people to understand is that when you build a supportive community and you have somebody holding you accountable, it increases the likelihood of you following through to 95%.
This isn't something that you just teach or you preach, you actually live this, correct? This is how you kind of beat the hustle and grind of the day, right?
I was able to beat that hustle and grind mentality when I figured out that my self-care is time in nature. And now I prioritize hiking as often as I can and getting outside in whatever ways I can.
And what do you think that most women should probably try to figure out for themselves when it comes to those who are struggling with burnout, trying to figure out that me space? What? I mean, what should they do?
Well, really what I say is don't wait until it's too late to do something about it. I'm really trying to empower women to understand that prioritizing themselves isn't indulgent or selfish, it's necessary.
What gets me sometimes is the fact that rather than have this kind of approach, I'm not knocking the medical field, but somebody else wants to come up with a pill. You don't have to have a pill all the time. I mean, just like you said, taking a walk out in nature. I just saw a report a couple weeks ago talking about the fact that, you know, just spending time in nature, going out and smelling the whole saying, smell the roses, you know, can actually uplift you. This would be something that is a forethought, not an afterthought.
Exactly.
Well, Doc, if people want to get more information, where would they go?
They'll go to my website at Ancorio.com.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show
Thank
today.
you.
Really, I really appreciate you being here. I know our viewers do too. And of course, if you want more information from us, you can go to our website, thebalancingact.com. We'll see you right after this. Insurance doesn't have to be complicated. Let's see how to keep it easy.
Did you know that 1 out of 9 people driving on the roads today do not have auto insurance? Driving without auto insurance can have serious legal and financial consequences. Fortunately, using an experienced insurance agent can help you find a policy that best suits your needs.
We started Lincoln Insurance in 1955. We treat all of our customers fairly. We treat all of our employees fairly. Once in a while, somebody will go somewhere else. And many times, a customer that does this will come right back to us. If it wasn't good, they wouldn't come back.
Having been in business for over 67 years, the experts at Lincoln Insurance Agency know a thing or two about auto insurance.
My name is Erica Davalos-Liz. I am the first Latina and woman vice president here at Lincoln Insurance Agency. My job is to lead my team into having all the proper resources to be able to help each and every customer that calls in or walks into our office. Lincoln Insurance has 3 different types of coverages available to you, the customer. The mandatory liability insurance, which covers anyone that's involved in the accident that is not including yourself. We also have comprehension and collision. This is an insurance that will help bumper to bumper for unexpected situations like vandalism, theft, or natural disasters like a hailstorm. We also have uninsured motorists. This is a very important insurance, for it covers you if the person that is involved in the accident with you does not have enough to cover the expenses or is not carrying insurance themselves. It's very important, especially in the city of Chicago, to have automobile insurance. Currently, the Illinois Secretary of State has 1.8 million cars registered as of right now, only in Chicago. So you can imagine the risks that we take when we decide not to get insurance. There are many penalties for not having insurance. One of the main penalties is the fines that you will receive, which range from $500 to $1,500. We also look at the court costs, the attorney fees, the lost wages, and you're put in a category where you're considered to be a problem driver, which then requires you to be monitored from the Illinois Secretary of State for 3 full years. We'll make sure to let you know about all these different types of penalties, and will help you so that you are not put in this situation. We here at Lincoln Insurance Agency will submit the SR22 certificate for you, the customer, to make sure that the court sees that you're following the rules, you're a trusted driver, and we will make sure to remind you on a monthly basis when your payment is due so you do not lapse in coverage. This will prove to the Secretary of State that you are a trusted driver and not considered a problem driver anymore. Lincoln Insurance now offers pet insurance. Pet insurance is an insurance that will help you pay those unexpected situations that happen with our babies. Pets are family members, and sometimes things do happen, and we truly care about each and every pet.
It's important to thoroughly review and compare insurance policies from different providers to find the one that best fits your requirements and budget.
In Illinois, liability is required. Coverage should be sufficient to the assets that you own or the value of your estate. The factors that are considered in order to determine the premium is the driver's age, gender, marital status, type of car, what the car is used for, the coverage, and the driving record. If your car is of a greater value, then you should definitely consider collision and comprehensive. If there is a lien holder or a finance company, then you will probably be required to have collision and comprehensive insurance. Here at Lincoln Insurance, there are discounts available. Safe driver discounts, good student, transfer from another insurance company, of course the renewal discount, multiple car discounts, and anti-theft discounts. Our company believes in excellent customer service. You could buy insurance from anywhere, but you won't receive the customer service that you will get from Lincoln Insurance Agency. Established in 1955, and the customer service is the same now that it was then.
An agent's role doesn't stop after you've purchased the policy. They continue performing valuable day-to-day services.
We make sure that each and every customer service rep goes through an extensive learning program. Here they learn everything about the laws, the regulation, how to treat a customer, and the approach that they have to take with each and every customer. Compassion and empathy is a big thing here at Lincoln Insurance. We have bilingual speaking customer service reps that take the time and truly understand what they are explaining to that customer that may need a little extra understanding.
Lincoln Insurance Agency understands the importance of being part of this diverse community and the impact they can make while helping others.
Being the first woman and Latina vice president in 60 years here at Lincoln Insurance is a big privilege and honor. Lincoln Insurance Agency strives to be a diverse company. We believe in giving everyone an opportunity regardless of where you come from, who you are, and what you represent. It is because we are so united that we're able to give these opportunities just like I was given the opportunity due to me showing what I'm capable of doing and who I am. Lincoln Insurance is a family-owned company. We truly believe in helping and giving to the community. It is because of the community that we're able to continuously be open and service all the people that we have throughout the 67 years. To be able to hand out scholarships to college students is an amazing feeling. To be able to go out to career day and to help children in elementary schools by giving them the band instruments that they need to be able to participate in the neighborhood parades is an understatement of how we feel towards the community. It is because of the community that we are so grateful and we're so willing to give. We are the community here at Lincoln Insurance Agency.
If you're looking for more information about insurance options, visit their website at lincolnautoinsurance.com or see the segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.